The C-130 Hercules sat on the far edge of Al-Badir Air Base like an aging warhorse, scarred, oil-stained, and underestimated. Its gray fuselage bore the marks of decades of service, patched bullet holes, faded squadron insignia, and a tail number that most young pilots barely recognized. The ground crews called her Iron Angel. Captain Adam Cole stood beneath her wing, helmet tucked under his arm, listening to the low hum of generators and the distant thunder of desert winds. He had flown many aircraft in his career, but none like this one. The Iron Angel was older than him, older than most of the men on base, and yet she still flew missions others couldn't. Tonight's mission was different. A massive earthquake had shattered the mountain nation of Karistan. Roads collapsed, airports vanished into rubble. Entire villages were cut off, trapped between snow-covered peaks and landslides. Satellite images showed fires burning in valleys where help could not reach. The C-130 was the only aircraft capable of landing on a damaged dirt strip carved into the mountains. But that wasn't the real reason Adam felt uneasy. The cargo manifest listed medical supplies, generators, water purification units, and emergency rations, humanitarian aid, simple, clean, noble. And yet, at the bottom of the manifest, stamped in red, were the words, "Classified container, do not open." A crew bound by air and secrets. The Iron Angel's crew assembled inside the briefing room. Each of them carried their own history and their own reasons for flying. First Officer Maya Reyes adjusted her flight gloves, her expression calm but alert. She had grown up near an airbase, watching cargo planes thunder overhead, dreaming of escape. Flying was freedom for her. Chief Loadmaster Victor Halverson leaned against the wall, arms crossed. A former construction worker turned airman, Brick trusted weight, balance, and gravity more than words. If he said the plane could handle it, it could. Navigator Samir Khan studied maps projected on the wall. Born in a neighboring region to Karistan, this mission was personal for him. Somewhere in those mountains were people who spoke his mother's language. Leo Markovic tapped at his tablet, reviewing engine performance data. Quiet, brilliant, and methodical, Leo treated aircraft like living organisms. Adam looked at them and felt the familiar weight of command settle on his shoulders. "Listen up," Adam said. "We're flying into damaged terrain, unstable weather, and minimal ground support. Once we're in, there's no guarantee we can take off again. If anyone wants out, say it now." No one spoke. Brick grinned. "Wouldn't miss it." Maya nodded. "Let's fly." Samir closed his maps. "They need us." Leo simply said, "Engines are good." Adam exhaled. "All right, let's bring the Angel home. Take off into the unknown." The Iron Angel roared down the runway, propellers biting into the night air. The aircraft lifted slowly, heavily, as if reluctant to leave the ground. But once airborne, she climbed with stubborn determination. Below them, the lights of Al-Badir faded into darkness. The flight began smoothly. Cruise altitude, stable winds, clear skies. Too smooth. 2 hours into the flight, turbulence began to rattle the fuselage. Ice clouds rose ahead like towering walls. Radar flickered with interference. "Weather's worse than forecast," Maya said. Adam tightened his grip on the controls. "We continue." The Iron Angel plunged into the storm. Ice formed along the wings. Wind slammed the aircraft from side to side. The cargo bay groaned as straps strained under shifting weight. "Loads holding," Brick reported. Then Leo's voice cut through the intercom. "Captain, engine 3 is fluctuating." Adam's heart skipped. "Can we stabilize it?" "Working on it." Lightning flashed, illuminating jagged mountain peaks terrifyingly close, and then the warning alarm screamed. One engine down. Engine 3 died with a violent shudder. The Iron Angel lurched, dropping altitude. "Feather the prop," Adam shouted. Maya reacted instantly. The aircraft stabilized, but barely.
"Can we continue?" she asked. Leo hesitated. "We can fly on 3 engines, but landing and takeoff will be risky." Adam looked at the fuel readout, the weather, the maps. Turning back meant abandoning thousands of survivors. "We continue," he said quietly. They descended through the clouds toward the Kyrgyzstan Valley. Below them lay devastation, collapsed buildings, frozen rivers, tiny fires flickering like desperate signals. The dirt airstrip came into view, cracked, uneven, barely long enough. "Once we land, we unload fast, no delays," Adam said. The Iron Angel touched down hard. Dust and snow exploded around the wheels, but she held. Cheers erupted in the cockpit. They had made it, the cargo that changed everything. As the rear ramp lowered, freezing air rushed into the cargo bay. Survivors and relief workers ran toward the aircraft. Brick supervised unloading with military precision. Then he froze. "Captain," he said over the intercom, voice tense, "you need to see this." Adam stepped into the cargo bay. The classified container had shifted during turbulence. One corner was damaged. Inside, not weapons, not machinery, but people. Children. 3 of them, huddled together, terrified but alive. Adam's blood ran cold. "What the hell?" A relief worker gasped. "They're orphans. The border was closing. Someone hid them." Samir knelt beside the children, speaking softly in their language. Their parents were gone, their village destroyed. Evacuating civilians was not in the mission orders. Taking them on board would exceed weight limits, but leaving them behind meant death. Adam stared at the Iron Angel. Then he made his decision. "We're taking them. The price of compassion." The added weight pushed the aircraft beyond safe limits. Leo ran the numbers twice. "Captain, this will be dangerous." Adam nodded. "I know." Snow began to fall harder. Winds howled through the valley. The survivors waved as the ramp closed. The Iron Angel rolled down the strip. She struggled. Speed built slowly. The end of the runway rushed toward them. "Rotate!" Maya shouted. Adam pulled back. For one terrible second, nothing happened. Then, the aircraft lifted, clearing the edge by meters. The cockpit erupted in relieved laughter. But the mountain had one more test. The storm of no return. The storm swallowed them whole. Ice clogged sensors. Visibility vanished. Engine 2 began to overheat. "We're losing her," Leo warned. Adam's hands were steady, but his heart thundered. They flew blind, guided only by instinct, training, and trust. Then lightning struck the left wing. The aircraft shuddered violently. Fire alarms blared. "Engine 2 is on fire," Maya yelled. Adam made the hardest call of his career. "We're going to glide." They shut down the engine. 2 engines left. Too few. Below them, an open frozen plain. "Prepare for emergency landing," Adam said. The Iron Angel descended, screaming against the wind, landing that shouldn't have worked. The ground rushed up. Impact. The landing gear collapsed. The aircraft skidded across ice and snow, tearing metal, sparks flying. Then silence. The Iron Angel stopped. Everyone was alive. The children cried, then laughed. Adam sat in his seat, trembling. They had survived. Waiting in the cold. Rescue would take hours. Temperatures dropped. The crew shared blankets, food, stories. Samir taught the children songs. Brick patched holes. Leo kept systems alive with ingenuity and duct tape. The Iron Angel, broken but proud, sheltered them all. The Angel's legacy. At dawn, helicopters arrived. The crew was hailed as heroes. Questions were asked, rules were reviewed, but no one punished them. The children were adopted. The Iron Angel never flew again. She was retired, placed in a museum. A plaque beneath her wing read, "This aircraft saved lives when others couldn't." Adam visited once a year. He would rest his hand on her fuselage and whisper, "You carried us home."